Hey everyone, Tony D and Little Joan here with a hot take, a Hollywood hot take on a bunch of stuff. First up, Cleveland will rename the Indians through 2021. Um, you know, I don't know how I feel about this. On the one hand, yeah, it's the logo is not great, but on the other hand, I feel like if you don't like the logo, you don't have to support baseball. I mean, if you feel that the logo is offensive, don't watch baseball. Boycott it. Boycott Cleveland. I feel like this is just a bunch of complaining people. Um, it's I guess yeah, it's not good. It's not a good logo. I don't think you need to change the name though. But especially since Indian doesn't even mean Native Americans anymore. Technically, I mean technically that they put a little Swami on the shoulders of all the players. That would actually make more sense, but um, they could have just gotten rid of the logo, left just like a feather for the logo or something. But it just seems it it just seems like this is just more cancel culture, and I don't give a crap about baseball. I really don't. But it has been around for 105 years. I mean, you could argue for 105 years it was racist, but was it really? Was that really the intent? I don't know that it was. I don't think the people 105 years ago, let's see, that would have been 1915, they were sitting around going, oh, let's stick it to the Native Americans. I don't think they were doing that. But, you can't have anything. You can't have anything anymore. You can't have jokes. You can't have names. Everything's got to be politically correct or everybody gets bent out of shape. Meanwhile, who the hell is watching baseball anyway? At this point, they've ruined sports. They're taking a knee for everything, and everybody's pissed off about it. So, I mean, maybe we just need to start a whole new sports league. But again, if all organized sports disappeared tomorrow, I wouldn't miss a beat. So, there's no skin off my nose. But I feel like these guys were pressured into it, and because of that, it doesn't do anything, right? It doesn't change anybody's views. Yeah, you have this logo gone, but so what? It doesn't change anything. It doesn't change the plight of the American Indian or the Native Americans or the indigenous people or whatever you want to call people of indigenous descent. In fact, I think it kind of makes them more invisible when you think about it. It may not have been a great thing. I mean, maybe they could have come up with a different plan. Like, what if, I'm just spitballing here, what if they asked, I don't know what tribe they were supposed to be. I mean, it's just the Indians. Like, what if they asked Native Americans, would you redesign our logo and approve of the name if you redesign the logo? Then, and then they could, I don't know, donate some of the money to indigenous people's causes or Native Americans or whatever, whatever group they would like, and they could make a lot of money. They could feel like they were included, that their heritage was being respected, and not, they wouldn't feel like they were made fun of. I mean, they could come up with a cool logo. Sure, they could. Native Americans come up with cool artwork. I mean, it might be a little too busy. They'd have to You know, even if it was just a dream catcher. I mean, that'd be kind of cool. You know, um, I think, I think it canceling isn't the way to go. There's some way to work this out. To work this out so everybody could be happy. You know, and say, okay, yeah. I mean, in the beginning, we had this horrible logo. It offended some people, but then later, we brought in the Native Americans, and they, you know, now they own part of the logo, and we're all cool. We're all friends. Maybe? Just spitballing here. Feel free to use that idea, Cleveland Indians. Or whatever you are. Timnit Gebru. I don't know who that is. Somebody in BBC or the UK says Google and big tech are institutionally racist. Oh, she is a highly influential artificial intelligence computer science. It is at the center of a race row that has engulfed Google's AI research force and raised passions beyond. You thought you woke idiots in Silicon Valley were going to be immune. They're coming for you because the woke comes for everybody. It's like we say in our book. Read this book before it's banned because no one escapes Wokeistan. You will not escape Wokeistan. Google, big tech, Silicon Valley, YouTube. And no matter what you do, it won't be enough. It'll never be enough. At what point have we heard, oh, okay, Google's cool now. Oh, this organization, oh, they made a mistake. Okay, but we're cool with them now. We never hear that because it's always a litany of systematic racism. And without the systematic racism, I don't know what these people... Here you go, doggy. I don't know what these people do. They don't have a purpose, otherwise, it seems to me. This is a way, I think, to draw attention. Everything is systematic and institutionally racist. It's critical race theory. It sees everything through the eyes of race. Everything. So, you know, I'm still getting flack in my a screenwriter's rant about American Skin. And most of the people giving me the flack haven't bothered to see the second video I did on it, where I addressed some of the comments, or the third video where I explained the basics and history of slavery, since some of them seem to be woefully unaware. They're just angry, and they probably have some reason to be a little PO'd, but I mean, if you're just going to be blinded by anger, how's that going to help anybody? How's that going to fix the problem? No one's interested in fixing the problem. They're just interested in complaining endlessly. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Pay attention to me. This is wrong. This is racist. This is wrong. Well, what can we do to help? Well, you'll never do enough to help. You know, there was this debate with Jordan Peterson, and one of the people on the other side was a guy, I don't know if he was a pastor, but he had that sort of intonation. But at one point, Peterson got frustrated with him and just said, okay, how much? Like, what's enough so we don't have to hear this? Like, what's enough? What's the price? Oh, reparations. Okay, what's the price on that? Figure it out and get back to us. Give us a bill. What will end this? I don't think anything will. Even if you gave out reparations based solely on, like, say, BLM's metrics, whatever those would be, I still don't think it would be enough. There would be problems with it. They would say, no, it was doled out wrong. You need to have more. None of these people who complain about this kind of woke BS seem to be satisfied with anything. They just want to complain. If there are any reasonable ones among them, they're not the ones who rise to the top. It's the big complaining ones. The ones that are incredibly unreasonable because they get the hits. So, anyhow, you're not drawing anybody to the cause because of that. The moment I see now institutionally racist or systematic racist, I instantly tune out. Done. That wasn't the case when I was a social justice warrior, a young lad who would see in the newspaper, oh my God, the KKK's coming to a town near me. That's horrible. That's horrible. They're a bunch of racists. Now when I see something on the internet about institutional racism, I go, oh, here we go. It's a boy who cried wolf syndrome. Pop star Shawn Mendes, I don't know who that is, apologized to Sam Smith, I don't know who that is, for calling him the wrong pronoun. Oh my God, celebrities calling each other the wrong pronoun. How much do I not care? And finally, I want to end on a high note at Hollywoke for once. This is a cool article. A Christmas Story versus National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. We finally know which one is more popular. Care to guess? Place your bets. Well, the answer, according to the IMDb, A Christmas Story wins with a 7.9 rating, beating out Christmas Vacation at 7.6. I would go with that too. I would go with A Christmas Story. Christmas Story, and look, Christmas Vacation is pretty good. It's pretty funny. But A Christmas Story has way more heart. Just way more heart. Has a great ending. Everything comes together. Christmas Vacation basically comes together. It's fun. It's crazy. Randy Quaid is great in it. Chevy Chase is really good in it. But, A Christmas Story, man, it's just a classic from beginning to end if you haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it. And it's just got so much heart. So, Christmas is coming up. I hope you got your shopping done. Time is ticking away. So get your shopping done. And we will see you on the next video.